print on demand, the ultimate buzzword of every course seller online nowadays. I'm sure it brings to mind words like passive income and 10k a month, as that is what is largely promised. And if you're watching this video, then you are clearly hungry to build some passive income or a side hustle or that kind of thing. Great. You are now in the actual right place. I promise you, this is the best video resource for print on demand because first of all, we specify onto posters and I'll explain why they're the best. And second of all, we go into detail about everything. Because these buzzwords like passive income and £10,000 a month can be true, but we're not in the business of false promises. Print on demand and selling posters does take hard work, time and patience, but it really can work. I've been self-employed for over 2 years from selling posters. I have made over £10,000 a month multiple times, largely in the Christmas months, and I've also taught other people to do it before. I taught someone 6 months ago how to sell posters. This December, they made £22,000 from selling posters, and they've quit their day job. And I can say this hand on heart, swear on my mother's life, I'm not BSing here. This is a very much no BS course. It really can work, and we will show you exactly how to make it work for you too. So if you drink coffee like me, grab a coffee and get ready. If you don't, do whatever you need to prepare yourself. In this video, I'm going to go through what is print on demand, why posters are the best, what you need to get started, and why we think you should sell on Etsy. So sit back, relax, and get ready for some actually useful information. Just jumping in here with a quick bit of info, and no, it's not a sponsorship or advert. We have all of this information on our school community if you're watching this on YouTube, which I highly recommend checking out because it is a place where you can interact with other people on a similar poster journey. You can ask any questions you have. We will be doing weekly drop-in calls and things of the like. It is really the place to maximize your knowledge with posters. And like I said, all of these videos on there and more, go check it out. The link is in the description, and I'll also put it on the video right here. So, for those of you unaware, what actually is print on demand? It is essentially a form of dropshipping, but you create the products yourself by adding your design. Therefore, you can essentially call yourself an artist. You will be adding your design to posters, for example, that will then get printed and shipped around the world. So, your products don't actually really exist physically until you get an order. Before that, they just exist digitally on your computer as files. This is the beauty of print on demand because you don't have to deal with any stock. You also don't need to do any rainy trips to the post office or anything like that. Your product does not exist until a customer has ordered it. This means that you get the money from your customer and then use that money to pay for the printing of the product. This is beautiful, which means that you don't keep any stock, you don't have any upfront costs or anything like that. Print on demand also works exceptionally well because you can offer global domestic shipping. This means that you can print and ship in your buyer's home countries, which completely avoids international postage and international wait times. This makes your products so much more attractive to a customer. If you're in the UK and the customer in the USA is deciding to buy a poster and you can offer 3-day free shipping, as opposed to someone that it's 2 weeks and costs about £10, it's a no-brainer. The customer is going to choose your product every time. Hopefully it's now pretty obvious why print on demand is an exceptional business model. No physical stock, you can work from anywhere in the world from your laptop, no matter what time zone, no matter what time of day, no matter where you are, and things of the like. It is an exceptional way of making money. There is no hassle whatsoever. So, we really encourage you to sell posters specifically. This is what this video and all our other videos are about because we genuinely think they are the best product for print on demand. So why is that? First of all, they are the easiest product to design. A poster is a rectangle. What you see is what you get, which means as you are designing your poster, you can see it come to life in front of you and you already know exactly how it's going to look in real life. This is different from t-shirts, for example. You have to mess around with a front design, a back design, the size of that design, where it's going to go on the t-shirt. You have to think about tags. There's just a hell of a lot more complications. But with posters, what you see is what you get, which, trust me, makes your life infinitely easier. In a similar vein, they are the same consistent quality everywhere. A poster is literally just a design printed on poster paper, and no matter where in the world you ship using PrintShrimp, it is going to be the exact same quality. There's no messing around with worrying about stock and things like that. For example, again, if you go for the t-shirt route, you need to try and have the same type of t-shirt in every single country. And then if you want to offer different colors, you need to make sure all of these colors of the exact same type of t-shirt are always in stock. This gets so confusing, and trust me, using websites like PrintShrimp and Printful in the past, they do run out of stock of designs. With posters, we're never going to run out of paper, so you don't need to worry about that. Now for the important bit, the money and the financials. I'm sure this is what you're all here for and what you're all thinking about. Luckily for you, posters have an amazing profit margin. I think they genuinely are one of the most profitable things to do in print on demand. Because posters come in different sizes, your profit per order will vary a little bit. On the very low end, it'll be about £5 or £6 profit. This is only using PrintShrimp, by the way, because we're so much cheaper than everyone else, for an A5 size, for example. But as you go up to the bigger sizes, you can enjoy profits of up to £30 per poster, which is insane. You would never get that kind of margin on a t-shirt or any other product, to be honest. People pay big bucks for the big posters, and that is also where a lot of your sales will come, with the big sizes. So £30 profit per order on the higher end is absolutely amazing. Let's do some quick maths. If you're working an average job in the UK, you're probably earning around £30,000 a year. Maybe it's not even that much anymore. To make that, you need to make £100 profit per day. If you're making £30 profit per poster order, that is 3 to 4 poster sales a day of the larger sizes to make over the UK average salary. Do you know how insane that is? And do you know how doable that is? When you have a big Etsy shop, trust me, you will be pulling in that amount of sales. It's almost a given as long as you can make good products, which we will teach you how to. So what do you need to get started with selling posters? First of all, the main thing is expectations and keeping it real. Like I said, this is not a get-rich-quick overnight scheme. If you are in debt to the Albanian mafia and need to pay them $50,000 tomorrow, this is probably not the thing for you, and I apologize for wasting your time. But if you are ready to build up a consistent income stream with a bit of hard work and patience, this is absolutely perfect. So I think it's important to keep it real. This does take work, does take time, but you will make it work for you. Other than that, the only real thing that you need is a computer or laptop. Unfortunately, I really would not recommend trying to do this from your phone. I don't think you will succeed. It's very important to have a laptop and computer for designing and that kind of thing, and running an Etsy shop. So if you don't have one, maybe come back again when you do have access to a decent computer or laptop. It does not need to be high spec at all. As long as it can run some form of design software, you're good to go. On this computer or laptop, you need access to some form of design software. For those of you just starting out with design, I highly recommend Canva because it is free and it is very easy to get to grips with. It's very intuitive and it's quite obvious what you need to do when. I personally use Photoshop for my designs. If you already have access to Photoshop and know how to use it, I would recommend starting with this. But obviously there is a monthly cost and I don't want to put any of you off at the start. So get to grips with Canva first. Use this for designing your posters, and in the next video, I will go through design with you and give you some pointers and starting out tips. The only other thing you will need is to start a Etsy shop. This is very, very easy to do as long as you are a real person with an address and a bank account in your name. That is essentially all you need and the majority of the information they will ask for from you. It is very easy to set up an Etsy shop. If you're watching this in most European countries, the UK obviously, America, Canada, Australia, countries like that, you can start one. I think there's very few countries in the world where you cannot open an Etsy shop, but if you are in any rest of the world countries, just double check. An Etsy shop is the only upfront cost for starting selling posters because it now costs £15 at the time of recording. This used to be free, but they've really cracked down recently. But this £15 will be the best money you've ever spent. Etsy is an amazing place to sell posters. It will also cost you 20 cents every time you upload a product. Again, this won't add up to that much, and you need to upload your products because then you can start getting sales. It will be the best money you ever spend. I promise it will pay for itself very quickly. So I've spoken about Etsy a lot in this video, so let me tell you why it is the best. You hear a lot of other people online recommend Shopify instead, but I do not recommend this. It is so much harder. Thing is with Etsy, it is a marketplace full of customers who are actively looking to buy. If you run a Shopify website, it is a cold sale to your customers, and you have to create your advertising campaigns yourself through like Meta adverts and TikTok and things like that. With Etsy, your products are listed on the marketplace automatically, and then you can advertise through Etsy to bring sales to your shop. It's a lot easier to convert a customer if they're already on a platform looking to buy a similar product rather than cold selling when they're scrolling on TikTok and things like that. So Etsy really is the best platform. Also very easy to use, very intuitive, easy to copy over listings as you're uploading them and things like that. It is the perfect place to sell posters, and I think like the solid way to earn consistent income from this. So do set up an Etsy account. That £15 setup fee will be the best money you ever spend because that will be where you succeed. The wall art market is absolutely massive. Every house needs posters. There are millions of customers searching for them every day. There is no reason why you cannot be one of the sellers providing wall art to people. It is an amazing thing to get started in. I cannot recommend it more. I'm genuinely a case study. I've been doing this for over 2 years, and I have taught multiple other people how to do the same thing, and hopefully through this we'll teach a hell of a lot more. It is life-changing, to be honest. I've lived in Thailand for multiple years doing it. I've traveled the world while doing it. If that doesn't appeal to you, don't worry, just do it in England or wherever you live. It is seriously amazing, and this is no BS. I'm not trying to sell a dream here. It does take hard work and time, but I cannot recommend it more. So that is a brief overview of setting expectations and all the stuff you need to know for getting started selling posters. You really can make this work, I promise you. We have so many more resources on our YouTube and in our school, so please go check out the next video and get to work, because you can really, really make this happen for yourself, I promise you.